In today's news, BVI pilots continue to shine. FDA authorizes first at-home COVID-19 test that gives you users quickly in results.
All right, now Roadtown Wholesale is now due to return to Harper Market in West End. That's in December. And fake COVID-19 tests are now being sold on the black market. All that and so much more when 284 News returns.
The wind. Oh!
What are the hell?
I'm freaking out.
Is time.
284 News.
Coming to you live and direct from the beautiful British Virgin Islands.
What's poppin', what's really good, what's happening, what's up?
Davis has won it for the Lakers.
Welcome everybody. It's Thursday, November 19th, 2020. A terrific Thursday that is in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. I'm Ron Grant.
And my name is Javon Wilson. So happy. Today's a very special day, Ron.
Yes,
of course,
yes.
Before we head into our newscast, we want to take this moment to acknowledge all of our men across the BVI and across our globe, including you, Ron.
Our kings,
Happy
absolutely.
International Men's Day.
Thank you, Queen.
We really do appreciate the invaluable contributions. You guys are our pillar of strength. And I think just continue to be great leaders in our community, and we value you. We appreciate you, and we want to wish all our men, all our viewers who are men, of course, happy International Men's Day.
Most definitely. Now, in addition to that, in our news summary, in another Facebook post, BVI lander Kennard De Castro shared the following. So, remember 3 days ago when Lex and I made the first all-BVI flight deck and I said that American Airlines had 3 pilots from the BVI? Well, you know we weren't going to let a whole 3-day trip happen without the 3rd pilot. So, First Officer Derek Romain Varlac came with us from Chicago to Charlotte today in the historic photo being shared on the screen as we see Captain Kennard De Castro Davies out of East End and First Officer Derek Romain Varlac in the jump seat from Boggers Bay. In addition to that, Officer Alvason Lex Davies from East End. Really, what a way to start our newscast. Again, following up, they spoke about it, but we're now getting to see the 3 of these very talented gentlemen depicting, now we're calling it BVI Love.
Absolutely, and Ron, we had the opportunity to speak to Mr. De Castro, Kennard De Castro, who will be speaking with us in due time, in detail about this experience, but quite a moment for BVI pride and very symbolic as we continue to reflect, I think, our talents on the international stage. Viewers, we're also very excited about the fact that Scrub Island, one of our main tourism destinations here in the BVI, well known for its contribution to the product, is now ready for visitors. Now, the general manager of the luxury resort, Mr. Michael, said, and I quote, "We've been working diligently to comply with the travel protocols laid out by the BVI government and to make sure the return of our guests is as safe as possible so they can relax and enjoy this fabulous island retreat." Now, our resort guests have the entire island to themselves with ample space to spread out and enjoy the stunning natural Caribbean beauty in complete privacy. And the marina is perfect for those who want to venture out on a wide variety of land and sea excursions that still meet health and safety measures. As a member of the Marriott's prestigious autograph collection, the resort also follows the brand's commitment to clean program, providing a safe environment for guests as well as staff. End of quote, Ron. Fantastic news for the industry. I think our local industry stakeholders have continued to demonstrate their willingness to commit to these new norms. And I think we're very much excited for whoever will grace our shores come December 1st.
I agree. Now, continuing on summary-wise, government to construct a new facility to house the Roadtown Police Station and headquarters. I know this comes as good news. The Roadtown Police Station has been housed in the building, the same property that it has been for a very long time, and I know they're overdue for not only a facelift but overall a brand new facility.
Absolutely.
In addition to that, in the budget address, it shows a slight drop in money budgeted for education and agriculture, which comes as a surprise to many, and no reinspection for bars ahead of the reopening, says environmental health, which I know a lot of bar owners are very, very happy to hear, and hundreds are said to have tapped the Gold Seal certification. All this and so much more, we're going to get into it today.
All right, let's begin with the good news. Now, brought back from its former glory, the Rotown Wholesale Harbor Market will be reopening in December of this year. Now, the store has undergone a complete transformation, having been severely damaged during hurricanes Irma and Maria. Now, the iconic building pictured above is currently being stocked and prepared to serve customers from the start of December. This comes as welcome news to residents in the Western area, of course, who will be able to shop for groceries at the convenient location in Sulphur's Hole. Now, the store will have a large range of products across 2 floors. Downstairs, there will be an impressive range of fresh produce, fresh meat, chilled and frozen foods. Upstairs will feature a wine room and all the household staples that Rightway is famous for. But most importantly, viewers, local residents will be able to shop at the store, which carries the same competitive prices as the rest of the Rightway stores, including the new weekly Super 8 deals that everyone is raving about. Now, Harbor Market is not the only new addition, to the Rightway business, as Neil Haynes was also recently appointed as the new managing director of Rotown Wholesale Training and Rightway. He said, and I quote, "I am very happy to be leading such an iconic business in the BVI and look forward to serving the community. The team and I are very excited to see the Harbor Market store reopen, and I am sure that customers will love it." Speak about a beautiful bounce back.
It is not only a beautiful bounce back, but a beautiful building.
Absolutely. And I remember post our hurricanes Irma and Maria, a catamaran made itself on the top of that building. So to see RTW really remaining committed to serving the community in this way, and like you said, such a beautiful building.
Absolutely.
You see the frozen products upstairs and the fresh produce downstairs. I think it just really speaks volumes.
And I know the residents of the 1st electoral district are going to be more than pleased and happy to have it return to Sulphur's Hole. So congratulations to the team at RTW. Continuing on the local scene here in the BVI, motorists are advised that the low part of Great Mountain Road will be closed from today, Thursday, November 19th, to Saturday, November 21st, from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. to allow for major evacuation work. Now, during this time, motorists will be required to use these alternate routes to enter Rotown or to access the Upper Great Mountain area. Now, traffic coming from Upper Great Mountain, Brewers Bay, and Spooner's Estate can turn left onto the Ridge Road and head into Rotown via the exit for Johnson's Gut, Purcell Road, continue to Bellevue, and head down Fourth Hill into Rotown. Alternately, motorists can access Rotown via Joe's Hill. Similarly, heading out of Rotown, motorists are advised to access the Upper Great Mountain Road and via Joe's Hill Road, Purcell Johnson Gut Road, or Fort Hill, Bellevue, and the Ridge Road. Traffic coming from Cane Garden Bay and Carrot Bay through Windy Hill will be alerted at the Ridge Road and Joe's Hill intersection and Great Mountain Road closure, and would be diverted as necessary onto Joe's Hill Road. Residents living within the road closure designated area will have to access their properties within an assistance from personnel on the site. Now, signage, of course, and traffic wardens will be placed at 3 major intersections to guide motorists accordingly. They are Upper Great Mountain and the Ridge Road intersection, Upper Joe's Hill at the intersection within the Ridge Road and Johnson's Gut intersection, Bellevue, Fort Hill, and of course the Ridge Road intersection. Following the completion of evacuation works, a single lane will be maintained for the duration of the project. Now, motorists are asked to drive with extreme caution and to follow the directions of the traffic wardens and road signage that has been erected for persons. Our Honorable Minister for the 5th Electoral District, again working diligently as also Communications and Works Minister to really bring some needed assistance to the roadworks in that particular area for persons living or traversing through that area, we all know that it is not the safest, and it has been like that for a long time. So I'm happy to see the needed assistance to those that particular road, that Great Mountain Road, come to. So kudos to the Honorable
Ron,
Minister.
Honorable Kai Ryman is a man of very few words, but certainly,
that's true.
Like members of the electorate have said, an action man.
You know what I like about him though? He might not be all talk, but he's full of mobby. Yeah, and sometimes I say all fraud and no Bobby, but not this guy. Yeah.
He's getting it done. Viewers, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, a very tragic story, but a feel-good one. A woman was saved by Good Samaritans in St. Thomas from a burning vehicle.
Thankful.
All that and so much more when 284 News returns.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. Now, right over our borders on the beautiful St. Thomas, 2 Good Samaritans saved the life of a woman who was in an unconscious state in a burning vehicle after she crashed into a utility pole on the Melvin Evans Highway Tuesday night. Police spokeswoman Ms. Toby DeRima has announced. Now, according to the VIPD news release, at approximately 8:46 p.m., the 911 emergency call center dispatched officers to the western end of the Melvin Evans Highway in reference to an auto accident. Now, an investigation revealed that a white Ford Focus was traveling west on the highway when a female driver lost control of the vehicle, hitting and destroying a utility pole. The accident resulted in injuries to the motorist and the vehicle caught fire. Now, 2 men in the area, viewers, heard the impact and rushed to investigate. The men found that the driver in the vehicle was unconscious and successfully removed her from the burning vehicle. The driver was transported via ambulance to the Juan Lewis Hospital and Medical Center for treatment of her injuries, where she is now listed in a stable condition. Firefighters from the Virgin Islands Fire Service traveled to the scene and eventually extinguished the burning vehicle. And officers from the VIPD's Traffic Investigation Bureau are now investigating the cause of that crash, according to the release. Now, viewers, the collision caused a major power outage that affected customers on 5 power feeders, according to the Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority. Ron, like I said initially, this could have easily been a horror story. But here we see selfless men essentially risking their own lives to save this woman, which I think is a perfect representation of who we are as authentic Caribbean people. And I think automatically when we see people in danger, our automatic instinct is to assist and to help. And it brings me back to the other story with the young man who was working at the cruise fair just about a year ago, and a tourist in a wheelchair, she apparently rolled over, and he, without hesitation, both of them dived in and they saved this little girl. And I think it really speaks volume about who we are as a people.
You're absolutely right. When you come to the Caribbean, you experience love, you experience a sense of family protection, and we want to extend that Caribbean-wise. We want to continue to express that love and appreciation to all we come in contact with, not only residents but visitors as well. Now, continuing on the international scene, ABC has reported Royal Caribbean Get Report Chief Executive Michael Bailey said that over 100,000 people have volunteered to test its coronavirus protocols on board its ships. The testing program, launched last Thursday, is designed to show the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that the Miami cruise operator can safely operate during the COVID-19 pandemic. Mock trips with volunteer passengers are part of the conditional sailing order set by the CDC on November 1st after the agency lifted a ban on cruise ships operating in U.S. waters, according to media reports. Now, all cruise ships are required to launch at least 15 trial sailings to receive a COVID-19 conditional sailing certificate from the CDC and to be able to sail with passengers again. The CDC also requires cruise ships to protect crew members by providing regular testing and proper safeguards before they can launch the sail trails. In an official comment, they said, and I quote, "It has been so gratifying to receive literally thousands of emails and calls offering to volunteer." Bailey said on Facebook, volunteers can sign up for the trials by joining the Volunteer of the Sea Facebook page, which now has around 50,000 members. Those signing up to volunteer must be over the age of 18, according to the sign-up form. Now, the company didn't mention where the trials will be conducted, but according to the New York Post, volunteers will begin the trial sales in 2021, with a trip most likely to Coco Cay, the company's private island in the Bahamas, 55 miles north of Nassau. Royal Caribbean International was launched in 1969 as a global cruise line service for vacationers. At least check Royal Caribbean shares. They were recently traded with little change at $74.08. Jovan, I think this is an absolutely remarkable story. All across the world, there are cruise lovers. I know my wife and I, as well as other families, we love to cruise. And in this global pandemic of COVID-19, it is one of the industries that has been significantly impacted. But to see over 100,000 persons sign up and say, now perhaps many of them might be signing up for different reasons, but nevertheless, it is so heartwarming to see them come together to test the protocols. Essentially, what I want persons to understand is their volunteering could essentially make or break and save an industry, also putting them at risk. But I think it's important for us to do the trial runs as we seek to live amongst COVID-19, to think that the cruise industry will be non-existent for however long because of COVID-19 is very daunting, especially to us here in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. So to have them volunteer, I think, is commendable, and we wish the trials the very best.
Absolutely. A willingness to, of course, get back the industry up to par where it needs to be. And clearly we see, Ron, the CDC is not taking this very lightly.
Correct.
You have to sail 15 times 15 trial sailings before you could get back your certification to sail as an official cruise ship or cruise line. So, I mean, it shows the seriousness of this issue, but also the willingness of the people to get back to a world that they've grown to know and love. And I think, viewers, that is so critical even to us, like you said, Ron, in the BVI. The cruise ship industry is what brings primarily most of our guests to the BVI. So we're very happy to see steps are being taken to get us back to that stage of normalcy. Viewers, we're going to go to a very quick commercial break, but when we come back, you won't believe this. Fake test results are now being sold on the black market as it relates to COVID-19. But are we surprised? Maybe not. But all that and so much more when 284 News returns.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. Now on we go with the newscast. Believe it or not, viewers, negative COVID-19 tests serve as entry requirements for many states and countries like the BVI as well, of course, come December 1st. So it should not come as a surprise that a black market has popped up in an attempt to give travelers what they need. Now in France, authorities recently arrested 7 people for selling false negative COVID-19 test results at the Paris Charles de Gaulle International Airport. Now, according to the prosecutors, the suspects reportedly charged between $180 to $360 for those tests. Now, if convicted, the suspects can face up to 5 years in prison and approximately $500,000 in fines. In South America, at least 4 tourists were arrested in Brazil for altering testing documents in Fernando. The island on Brazil's northern coast requires negative COVID-19 results that are no older than 24 hours. Now, there doesn't appear to be evidence of a widespread COVID-19 test forgery in the United States. Nevertheless, the FBI, as well as the Federal Trade Commission, which is FTC, has warned people of fake pop-up testing sites being used as the way to steal social security numbers and credit card information. Now, viewers, according to the FTC, the best way to get a legit test is through a referral from a doctor or the local and state health departments. Another way is to confirm if the testing site is legitimate. One way to confirm is by checking with local police as well as the sheriff's office. Now, the FTC statement said, and I quote, "If a legitimate testing site has been set up, they should know about it. And if it's fake testing, the site is operating, then they will also know as well." Now, Ron, I think we grew up hearing the term, the stricter the government, the wiser the population. I think, of course, this is the case, as is with everything else. What we see here is very dangerous, I think, to some extent. People are in such a dire need to what's the word I'm looking for? To return to that state of normalcy that we've been speaking about, that they're willing to do almost anything. We've seen so many situations. For example, just speaking to a coworker today, your father dies in another country. You are in a dire situation. You want to return, but you might be COVID-19 positive or possibly exposed.
Correct.
Some persons are actually willing to take that risk and purchase that test. So even though this is happening in the larger nations, the United Kingdom and so on, we have to really pay attention to some of these trends and take into consideration what persons coming to our territory might be exposing us to.
Correct. And Jovan, in your intro, you mentioned, are we surprised? I don't think we are, because we see again where a dire situation, perhaps like a natural disaster, forces people to do irrational things. One of the things that was very evident after the hurricanes of 2017, we saw a different type of behavior in persons when it came to the supermarkets and how they interacted, a level of desperation. And I think internationally, this is what we're seeing as well.
Yes.
Continuing on, a very interesting and somewhat positive story. I think it's essential that persons understand. The Food and Drug Administration, ABC News has reported, has authorized the first COVID-19 test designed for users to take and develop at home for results within an hour. The agency announced the emergency use authorization of the Lucira COVID-19 all-in-one test kit on Tuesday night. Now, the test, which requires a prescription, works in about 30 minutes. The FDA says people swab themselves and swirl it in a vial that is then placed into a test unit. The kit is authorized for home use for patients 14 years or older. It can also be used in places like hospitals or patients of any age, for patients of any age. Now, the FDA Commissioner Stephen M. Han, in a statement, called the kit an important advancement to help prevent the spread of the deadly disease. Lucria Health said the tests were expected to initially roll out in California and Florida in the near future. The kits will be then widely available across the country in spring of 2021 at a price of $50. According to Lucira Health, the tests have a sensitivity of about 94.1% and a specificity of 98%. Now, a COVID-19 vaccine is on track, of course, to roll out in December. Here's what will work. A test sensitivity measures how well it identifies positive cases, and the specificity refers to how well it detects negative cases in both the higher and the better. Now, other rapid tests have been granted emergency use authorization by the FDA, but at home, some tests have also been authorized for samples to be collected at home, but those must then be sent away for testing. Coronavirus cases have been rising across the country, and health experts have warned that there could be significant spread in the wake of the holidays and colder weathers that forces more people indoors. Some states, of course, or other governments have increased restrictions in recent days to slow the virus spread. Now, as of Tuesday night, more than 11.4 million cases of COVID-19 have been recorded in the United States, with more than 249,000 deaths, according to NBC, their most recent count. A stay-at-home COVID-19 test, Jovan, I think is absolutely amazing. It's a step in the right direction, and I think when we look at the trajectory and we seek to make it more convenient for persons to get tested and to seek treatment if needed, I think this is really great news.
Especially for those persons, Ron, who are in vulnerable positions. When we examine what's going on in the United States of America, when you look at the lower and the middle class persons, and especially Black people in vulnerable communities who may not have access to good health care. Those are the persons, as well as our nurses, even our medical professionals. We have seen so many stories where persons, even in those positions, have a difficulty securing a simple test. So I really do feel like this is going to be a great game changer. We do know that Pfizer as well as Moderna, though those vaccines have both tested at just about 95% effective, which of course will change the scope. But now experts are trying to determine, Ron, once a vaccine is on the scene, how will it get to the people in need? And will that be a fair process? Because, you know, there are other persons on the other side of the spectrum who believe that, you know, big pharma is a money-making business. And, you know, we have to also take that into consideration. But we want to make sure that whatever is out there is safe, it's been tested and tried, especially before it gets to our region.
Agreed. And the cost, based on what has been presented so far, $50, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Absolutely. Ron, before we go, we just want to give a quick birthday shout out to a very special member on our team. Now, viewers, at CCT, we really do take culture, you know, we take culture very, absolutely, very seriously. And, you know, we look at the members of our team as family. And so today we are celebrating a family member. He happens to be our sales manager, of course, taking care of you once you come to any of our stores. His name is Mr. Jamali Thomas.
One and only. And
he's celebrating his birthday today. So we just want to say a hearty, happy birthday on behalf of Team CCT to our very own Mr. Jamali Thomas.
One of the things that we look forward to with Jamali is whenever we have a staff function or party, particularly our end-of-year celebrations, we can rely on him for some good old music. He usually DJs for us, and which he's tremendous at. So we want to wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jamali. We wish you much continued success, health, and happiness. And
just before we go, RTW, Rotang Wholesale, is also launching their Black Friday promotion tomorrow. I know everybody's looking forward to Black Friday, of course, across the territory. Even in the midst of COVID-19, COVID ain't stopping us. We have quite a number of businesses launching deals very shortly.
And so Christmas is on its way.
Absolutely. And I love it. It kickstarts that season, the season of giving. So viewers, we are going to be over there tomorrow, 5 p.m. sharp. If you cannot tune in, do join us at RTW. Wear your masks, of course, sanitize, but do join us. It's going to be a great afternoon over there at Rotang Wholesale. But for now, viewers, that may be all the time we have. Of course, we're always encouraging you to head on over to 284media.com. And it's really because we have so much more available there that we can disperse here via our newscast. So you can join us, 284media.com, and share the stories. Somebody just might be depending on that information. We're also on Facebook at 284media and on Instagram and Twitter as well at 284BVI. As always, it's my pleasure. My name is Javon Wilson.
And I'm Ron Grant. We'll, of course, see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. We're 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news right here on 284 Media in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Happy Thursday, everybody. A terrific Thursday, and happy, safe rest of the day to you. Bye-bye.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest.